Hello everyone and welcome back to the COD Archive. In this video, we're going to delve into the top 5 most control kills from every Call of Duty League season. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action. Starting off our list at number 5 is Abezy, dropping 43 kills against Toronto Ultra during Major 3 of CDL 2022.
2 segments gone, B is on the absolute cusp of being captured, and FaZe, they stay alive.
Dude, just like that. Good God, how quick it can be. Insight didn't have enough time to even think about it. Was a little bit of church pressure. You got to deal with Kleenex. He's got behind enemy lines, and well, Abezy says, well, there you go.
Still, you have a lot of time to work with now for Toronto Ultra. 2 minutes and 10 seconds now to make this work out. Will FaZe hold it all together? That is truly the question. Life count 23 to 22. Ultra with a slight advantage for now. They have themselves forward. And again, it is all about finding those kills and not getting wiped, and that's 2 already the defense holds.
And now he's just playing it perfectly. Abezy up stopping. You know, however he's moving, he stays alive, and he even finally got him now.
1 more, and he gets a glide bomb of his very own to throw at Ultra in the next round. He saw a player. Good intel, keeping his boys fed. Celium's got the cross cover now up top side. There's the kill from inside. 15 seconds to work with here. RC's gonna slow him down. You're on the point for Ultra. Can you stay alive? No! Abezy with 3 in the feed. RC cleans up the final 1. 7 lives now left. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. We're going to a final round.
And dude, you just talk about the spree from RCs. You talk about the kills that they needed, that Abezy has gotten the entire time. And you talk about the collapse from Toronto.
Atlanta FaZe, the defense works out. 36 and 23 for Abezy. Make it 37. He's having a sensational game. There's number 38. That's a 2-spear already. There's another around the corner, but no, Kleenex wins it. Again, space and kills at the same time. That is exactly what Ultra need, and so far, Atlanta FaZe, watertight defense.
And still got a nice little spread. Kleenex up top, tagged up, gone. Selling does not care about walls. Another 2 players fall, and that is 30 seconds. Now make it more that you have to wait for your teammates. Simp is busy, Spawn killing you. I mean, this is a miserable situation to be in. Insight by himself in between them all can barely even help his teammates as they are dying one by one by one.
Has to give up position to find a kill at least, and look at this, he's chasing shadows here, unable to find a single thing, and there we go, Abezy right back up to it. Will he catch him as well? No, finally, Insight gets involved, but brought down again. The teamwork of FaZe, too strong. 30 seconds, desperation starting to sink in now for Ultra. You have to make your way towards that point, you have to stop the clock.
And I mean, you have to stop Abezy as well in the process of all these things,
oh
but
my God.
Varsity's in the point, you're flooding through a sweet spot, you're down on line.
Okay.
This might be the moment though, they at least got 2.
Simp's upstairs though, he's going to be able to catch these players out from behind. Tags are in, don't forget the glide bomb in the back pocket as well. There it is, should be able to catch these members of Ultra out 1 at least. Indeed, he takes care of Bance. It all comes down to Cammy, who has to stay alive on point. Insight to back him up in a moment, but it all falls down to the final members now. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Tuscan will fall as Atlanta FaZe. 1/2 of our Tuscan twosome goes their way. They take the lead in the series.
I mean, bro, it is Atlanta FaZe. You got to kill them while they're down. You miss your 1 moment, and what does that turn into? Abezy, 42 kills, if not more, in that game. Make it 43. I mean, one of the single best performances we have seen on Control all year long. 5K damage as well.
Claiming the 4th spot on our list is Davpadie, with 44 kills against the LA Thieves during the Major 3 qualifiers of CDL 2022.
It's done, Davpadie! Doing a feed! Can't get the 3rd, that's the round.
Yeah, that was the heads-up IQ play, I'd say, for Draza, waiting for his teammates, but then, unfortunately for them, they ran into the brick wall of Davpadie, and obviously the support was in. Electric gameplay here, belly down. Whoa. Only ate a single bullet and style points on the slide, but...
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. He's still good. He's still good. Oh my God. Last one's up on towards A. 2 seconds, still good. Davpadie, it's pure magic, baby. It's magic. There's no
kids. And well, Awakening delivers. Nice little readjustment and re-snap over towards top ladder. And a couple kills going their way. Davpadie with the reads, ready to deliver the gunny.
Kill him or cap it. You get the highest seed going into the major. Let's pick out Vivid.
Yeah, sorry, I mean, Vivid's trying to make plays, but I just got to say, if Minnesota Rokkr was in this situation, I would trust them to win this from either side. But right here, right now, anyone's game. 6 versus 6, 30 seconds on the clock.
It's still trying to make this one happen. They're on the point. 29.3. Stopped it. Awakening trying to clear out top church side. He's got eyes on at least one. There's the second. Beautiful teamwork from the Mutineers. The pinch is good. The pinch is on. Kenny now in a bit of trouble, but somehow manages to slip the net and he stayed alive. 20 seconds on this. It is not over just yet. You have to find Kenny. Draws the last man up, and it is a crumble there from LA Thieves. The defense has fallen. It is done. It's a 3-0, 2 in a single day. Never chalked, but there it certainly was. Mutineers, higher seed going into the major. And Skies is on his feet.
For the LA Thieves throughout stage 3 was either 3-0 or get 3-0'd, and well, they're on the bitter side of it there as they fall towards Florida, but I suppose an expected result towards the end. Fantastic work out of Mr. Dave Paddington. 7th, the 9th, whatever the case may be, also led the lobby in damage as well, but big wake to Patronus, not too far behind.
Taking the 3rd spot is TJ with 44 kills against the Paris Legion against the Major 1 qualifiers of CDL 2022.
That's actually kind of nuts. 15 in like a round and a half.
Yeah,
that's absurd.
He had a really good first round, and now capturing 8. First segment cleaned up. Second now, they're starting to work away with that one. 21 for Legion to work with, and they're putting themselves in every position possible to try to slow down the hit. It's going to be TJ on the flank, and here he comes. A big win. 5 seconds. Anyone able to get close? Yes! They're going to contest it. Who's that on the inside of the boat? It's Temp. He wins the fight. You've got to get to the point. It's Temp won it. 1.4. Oh my God, he kills him. Paris Legion, you've got to go. Get TJ off it. Oh my word. Temp holds it down. And the kills will be cleaned up. Finally, we will see an opportunity now for Boston Breach to keep this play going. And I love the looks from Zinni, but it's not quite enough. And there is a bit of discord here. There it is. TJ cuts down one member of Paris, making his way over towards that spawn side of the map. TJ on a 4 spree now, looking absolutely disgusting chance. Less than a minute to go, and they're capping B.
I didn't say, how did Nero, meanwhile, he's finding picks along the way. Situation where you just need the hero play. Nero might be that guy. He's found the opening. Method's fine too, but he can't get towards the hill. Taps on the flank, stops the clock. There's 5 seconds left on game time. Boston, they only have 1 extra life.
Here we go. John cooks it like cat. Not as tasty. Oh, he's brought down my methods as well. 5 seconds on the clock. It's a very slow capture. There's no lives left now for Boston. Oh no, they're flying in. 2 lives remaining. One's up close on point. That's Capsule. One's coming in off spawn. Destiny's going to fly forward and try and just execute him. There's going to be the crossfire. That's going to be the round. Paris Legion have sealed the deal here. And oh baby, it was a close one. A chin scratcher at best there for Boston Breach. But we are going to see another hard point.
And I think you saw in the face cams, right? Capsule maybe just a little bit stressed out. He did not have a fun time on Gavutu, which is very typical. SMGs on this map will absolutely struggle from time to time, but that is in spite of the fact that TJ threw up 44 kills on board. There was simply one man just lagging a little bit too far behind. Boston couldn't quite find that rhythm.
The number 2 spot goes to Seattle Surge's Simp, who dropped 45 kills against the Minnesota Rokkr during the Major 4 qualifiers of CDL 2022.
3.8 on the clock. Start to make their way through. 2 strong through the field. 1 hits the deck. Simp still alive. Having a great game, by the way, at 31 and 16.
We're taking our own lives away now.
They are indeed. Can't allow for that to happen. And it just felt like somewhat of an unorganized push there for Rokkr. A few players, maybe not aware of the timings, jump out and sacrifice their lives. So 0 for 1, at least in the attacks with that A zone captured. As we said, Seattle eager to bring this one back. They've relied on control so much throughout this season. And can they do it again? Jumper streaks in their favor, positioning in their favor. And Rokkr pull off something special, but it's not going to be easy, as we said, with that streak still looming. Here comes the play. Priesta out of the picture, but Stanley, a great headshot there on the Pred. Unfortunate part for Stanley is that all of his teammates are gone, and well, so is he. 10 seconds left, and it looks like Seattle are going to bring out the glide bomb just to secure, just to make sure. Dot the I's, cross the T's. It looks like they have done the job that they had to, and despite
what looked like an 0-2 comeback brewing for Rokkr. Seattle hold them off into round 5 and finally get a map on the board. It took a little while, Jay, but this series is far from over.
Series is far from over indeed, my friend, especially from Simp. He had one hell of a performance on that control. Pretty sure it goes like 46 and 22. The guy was a man on a miss. You saw it right there at the end. Minnesota were trying to set up that play to at least attack it from the backside. They find that opening kill onto the player in steps, but then Simp, he was the player in church, knows that where the push is coming in, sets up that repinch onto both of those players, finds both of those kills, and that eventually is what closes out the map for Surge.
Before we reveal the final spot on our list, let's take a moment to acknowledge some of the honorable mentions that narrowly missed the top 5 cut.
Team's hands. Quality beams yet again from Clay. If they can hold here defensive point. God, man. Yeah, he had that one where it's like, ooh, it was a rough one, but they still, you know, they end up winning the round. But there, man, what a bit of brilliance out of Illy. And now this is one of those moments because, like, this is where you're tested a bit if you're NYSL. You've been hot. You haven't dropped the map. And that's your first map loss in, what, 8 straight wins. So you take a loss there. And it's a situation where I think they thought we had this. It's over. We're going to win this 3-0. Clay's got 40 plus. They were up 2-1. They had a couple of rounds where it felt like they could get it. But now this is where champions shine. And this is the championship caliber squad of the Empire side. And they get enough done to continue this series forward. Take me through the stats, Joe.
I mean, pretty balanced on the side of Dallas Empire. I know kills, you know, Illy didn't have the best, you know, game KD-wise, but he's still right there with 5,600 damage. On the other side, it's Clay. 7,800 damage. And you know what, Asim, he's been great in hardpoint and search and destroy, but control has been one mode where, you know, where you haven't seen his superstars.
Ready, in a great position, a 2-for-1 trade, favoring the side of Atlanta. Arsenes tries to fire in a few bullets, but he gets picked apart. It's gonna leave Simp up for the 1v2. Left in a position to clutch, and Simp will answer right when FaZe need him to. Boston with a strong round 1, and FaZe come back. Kind of a similar situation, right? Down, looking like him. That's now gonna be 2 ticks already from the breach. Can they hold this? Can they pull off what looked to be the impossible? Atlanta now with just 4 lives, 38 seconds, but they're able to clear off the objective. 4v6. And it's going to come down to this final push.
30 seconds left. Last push coming in from Boston. You see the 2 players that are coming off spawn. They're wrapped back towards P5. They just try to play these trades as Atlanta FaZe do not have any more spawns to work with. They take control of top radio. They take control of Pat, but Atlanta FaZe, they just need to shut it down once.
It's a big opening kill. It's a big opening kill. It's Selim who's able to grab it. Arsenes, meanwhile, hangs out toward the back, applying some pressure, but it's Selim. It's Simp. It's FaZe winning the overall fights. Last player on the point is going to be Nero. He gets taken down as well, and it is Simp leading the way for Atlanta at 42 and 20. And good night to Boston. A hot 3-0 from the Atlanta FaZe to kick off their major 1. But it's that man who was up early, Simp, who led the way in the respawns. 40s across the board, an unbelievable performance from him. And I'll tell you what, Jay, Boston, they really couldn't handle the slang. They couldn't handle players like Simp sprinting at them every life.
Yeah, like Boston, they played a great series versus any other team. They potentially, you know, push it to a game 4, or at least a game 5. But Atlanta FaZe just have way too much slaying power. And for Simp to step up the way that he did, he dropped 46 in the hard point, 42 and 20 in the control. Remember, he had 31 non-traded kills in the hard point. In the control, he has 32.
That's
the guy just went MVP mode. He said, Selim, you can put your feet up this series. Don't worry, I got it.
Read the flank twice, keeping track of players. I mean, that was like subliners at their best, and then it just collapsed. And that is not an opening break the subliners want to see. I mean, this is going to be the 8-point gone. Guerrillas, very strong start to open things up on this round.
Insane opener, and again, this is match point for LAG. Asim still keeping the kills flowing. Grim backs up, no one able to make the flank. A's gotten 2:20 on the clock, and a lot of lives to play with. There's the first death for LAG in this round. Oh my God, Asim! He's having a whale of a time. 23 and 17. Guns, Neptune. Who's next? Does anyone dare test him right now? He is frying. There are 2 players in church. There's 1 player in church. Asim! It's still going! Oh my god, Asim! What is this? He was king of the donuts yesterday and now he's king of all! Get on B! It's your point, boys! Asim has just opened up the league. Wow!
Number 9, drop Asim, they said. Get rid of this guy. He can't clutch, they said.
10.
He can kill everything in the moment. 10 spree for him. Turning things around. And he's smiling because he knows it. He is God on the map. Gotta go again for the round 5. It'll be subliners on the attack. It'll be Clay only, well, him and Krim able to take down 2 apiece. But the flank's already in, and of course, it's Asim. There's number 1. Number 2 is 3. Turned into like a 5 versus 1. There was only 1 life left for the Guerrillas, or for New York, excuse me. Had 1 player left alive, and then just no one was able to get on point, or maybe just a split second too late. So
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell just happened, and maybe the subliners are too, but they will take it. They got that final round. They converted on offense, and as crazy of a map that Asim has, Hydra right there with them. A 40 bomb achieved for Paco as well.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the number 1 spot belongs to Attach with 46 kills against the LA Thieves during the Major 3 qualifiers of CDL 2022.
Attach gets 3. Desperately needing reinforcements as Octane is
Do not. Oh my god!
Attach has just found magic from nowhere. The rest of the Rokkr are piling in through. And that may be one of the best plays I've seen as Attach takes everybody down. And if Rokkr grab this now, it's on his back.
We'll send somebody over. Envoy is on his way.
Every little challenge Attach there. Problem is Attach is going to have to now fight 2 different directions. And he's surely going to be taken down. He does get the first tick for them. And somehow comes Octane. But he will go down regardless. Rokkr will settle for A and a tick onto B. And now the long fight. 2 minutes on the clock, 20 lives apiece. Thieves fighting for their chance to stay in this series.
It's been one of the craziest games of the year so far for me. This has just been absurd. Rokkr now. Can they find a little bit of purchase over towards B? That tick is going up. Thieves, you need to answer the call very, very quickly. Havoc will find 1. Envoy trains it back. Rokkr inside, Bryce.
Attach is here though,
go.
and he's been their key player over and over again. Will eventually be wall banged. Second tick coming through. Priest are trying to just hold off the.
Rokkr do manage to find a pick here. But look at the bottom left. Cast your eyes down to the bottom left corner. Nobody's going to clue where anybody is right now. Envoy and Kenny getting the job done though. Winning the gunfights that land in front of you. Attach though. He's a scary, scary man on the map at the moment. It's the one that seems to be wrecking things open, but it's an 8v10 here. Rokkr with the deficit.
Attach wins the
It's
gunfight.
huge.
Getting sick of saying that, but it keeps happening. Eventually Octane will take him down. Thieves do have the advantage here. There's not a lot of time left for Rokkr. He finds a second. But still won't be able to cut down the reinforcements, but they're in. They are in. He has no help at all, though. He is alone.
6v4, 23 seconds. Do or die for the side of Rokkr on this map in particular. 2-0 lead is nice, but killing it off 3-0 would be good.
Attach is taking every grenade in the game.
Priester finds the opening, though. Is this it for Rokkr?
He's gone through. Attach has found Envoy as well. And somehow they've just split this around. Octane has to make every single kill, and he hasn't done it. And now Minnesota Rokkr pile in. That is ticking away, and they have done it. Rokkr shut down the Thieves, and they 3-0 them here on the control. And it was a tense ending. I could barely catch my breath. But it happens. And you know what? The Thieves threw everything they could attack towards the back, and outrageous plays.
That's disgusting from Standy. Opens them up. Like a can of beans, Bryce. I was going to say a can of something else, but I'll stick with the beans. What is that from Standy? What? 46 and 33 from Attach. He was an absolute giant that game. 33 non-traded kills.
27
5k damage.
27 kills on Attack. He is the reason They were such an issue for him. A 1.39 for him. The rest of his team negative.
So there you have it. These are the top 5 most control kills from every Call of Duty League season. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is the COD Archive, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.